Story by The Yarn Yard. Shadows of Fear.
In the heart of a quiet, suburban neighborhood, nestled under the thick blanket of midnight, there was a two-story house, old and creaky with age. Upstairs, in a small, dimly lit bedroom painted a deep ocean blue, 8-year-old Max shivered beneath his thick quilted blankets. Suddenly, a gut-wrenching shriek echoed throughout the room. Max sat upright, his heart pounding like a war drum against his chest. He was alone, or so he thought, but the shadows on the wall seemed to throb and pulse as if alive. A chill breeze wafted through the slightly ajar window, making the curtains dance eerily. An ominous moonlight crept in, casting long, monstrous shadows that twisted and turned around the room. Amidst the ordinary shadows of the room's furniture, a tall, menacing figure loomed. Max's wide eyes fell upon this figure, the infamous Boogeyman from his nightmares. The grotesque silhouette seemed to be reaching out, its gnarled, claw-like fingers stretching toward the foot of Max's bed. The dark corners of the room teemed with the tangible essence of fear, painting a ghastly picture more horrific than any blood-soaked Hollywood horror. This wasn't the cheap thrill of a haunted house or the exaggerated gore of a movie monster. It was pure, raw, childhood terror that ate at his innocence, bit by bit. Max could hear the thump, thump, thump of his own heart echoing in his ears. He wanted to call out, to scream for his parents, but he was paralyzed by fear. He stared at the figure, the silence amplifying the terrifying reality of his encounter. Suddenly, his teddy bear, Mr. Snuggles, armed with a child's belief in its power to protect, seemed inadequate against this faceless horror. Max clung to Mr. Snuggles, tears streaming down his face, his small body trembling in the large sea of his bed. The Boogeyman approached, a dark abyss of dread swallowing the innocence of the child's room. The toys that brought laughter and joy in the daylight seemed to hide in fear of the dark intruder. Every creak of the old wooden floor felt like a drum roll announcing doom. But Max was a brave boy. His little heart decided to fight the fear, to face the unknown terror. He swallowed hard, gripping Mr. Snuggles tighter, and bravely shouted, "Leave me alone!" The room fell silent. Max opened his eyes, peering through his trembling fingers. The Boogeyman, the nightmare, was gone, swallowed back into the shadows. The room was once again just a room, the figures on the wall, no more than the misinterpreted shapes of benign objects. Max was left in his bed, panting heavily, clutching Mr. Snuggles close to his chest. His room, his sanctuary, was again under his command. Though his heart still pounded in his chest, he was victorious. He had faced the Boogeyman and survived, proving to himself that courage truly was stronger than fear. The story of the dark child's bedroom, the terrifying Boogeyman, and the brave young boy named Max became a testament to courage. His room forever remained a battlefield, a reminder of the night Max fought his fears and won.